plane's gonna explode! It's not a joke! It's not a joke!
We get thrown off the plane all because Brownie has a bad dream?
I saw it.
The plane! It's gonna blow up! It's gonna blow up!
Hey y'all, welcome back to Script and Sip. My name is Jessica, and if this is your first time here, welcome. Okay, I'm pretty sure you guys all seen Final Destination. That movie, it's scary, but it's not in a scary way that you think it is. It's a scary way that they make you think about when you walk outside your door. Heck, even just being in your home, something as simple as slipping in the shower could turn deadly. And I'm not gonna lie, there have been times in my shower that I have almost slipped, and I'm like, I could have ended up like Todd. Grab your drink of preference and let's dive into this Final Destination 1 review. So this movie is basically about Alex. He gets this premonition and Alex goes off the plane along with some of his friends. At the time, they weren't his friends. They were very upset with Alex. Well, he saved those people, you know, but they weren't grateful about it. Death is lurking around the corner. Death is like, all right, you want to mess with my plan, Alex? Bet, I got you. I'm gonna need for you to run back my souls for me, okay? So then it's like everybody starts dying one by one. Death was like, I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my souls. So there's a couple of things that I would like to talk about with this movie. Not necessarily diving deep into this movie, but just my little opinions and my little thoughts. I want to talk about Death as a character. It's like there's no hash-slinging slashers.
The hash-slinging slashers!
There's no Jasons or Freddys or like no kind of paranormal activity going on. It's just Death being Death. Death is over there just vibing, doing its thing. I can't say if it's a he, she, I don't know what it is, but it's an it. Death is literally just vibing out to collecting the souls. And in my opinion, that's scarier than any man that's like walking around with a mask on, a cleaver or a sword or whatever you want to call it. Because it's just like any little thing that you do. Like, let's just say I knock over my glass of wine. Well, there it go. I done started a whole sequence of death coming to get me. I don't know. It did make me think about like, I wonder if this something like that happens for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if it's something that can trigger something. Of course, we're all going to die, but in this case, with Final Destination, where the characters were dying the way that they were dying, it was kind of like, whoa. Like with Todd's death, how they tried to rule it as he unalived himself, but obviously we know he didn't. That was literally death, and it was so many different options that was happening in that bathroom. Death was literally making it giving Todd options on how to die. It was crazy. And I've noticed that in these Final Destination movies that they give you like different options. Like, we'll present this one. Oh, she didn't take that one. Okay, well, we'll do this one. Oh, she didn't take that one. Okay, bet this is the one that is going to kill her. You know, it's like he has like these plans. And like you said, like, they try to figure out the system, you know, Death's system or whatever. Death is literally like, Death is like a petty ex that's going to always come back. That's how I'm looking at Death. This is what I want to talk about. One way or another, Death is going to find you and he's going to get you. Is that you can try to figure out all these different ways, all these different systems, but either way it go, Death is gonna find you. If you think about it, one simple little thing can like cause something, you know. And you know, there's a new Final Destination movie coming out, and I think it's next month. And when I was looking at the trailer, I was like, oh wow, like who would have thought? And it made me think about with that glass that was in the ice. I was like, you know what, because now I got to start looking at my glasses and making sure there's nothing in my glasses when I go out to eat or anything like that, because I don't want to be swallowing no glass or anything like that. But like I said, it makes me feel aware, especially in the second one when the logs, we'll get into that one another day or maybe today. Final Destination really awakened, or like, it really opened my eyes. It woke me up for sure. And I was like, I think this movie came out in 2000. I was 10. Was it 2000 or 2001 or 2002? Either way, I was a young little girl who was not even thinking about anything like that. I didn't really understand this movie until I got older. Yep. And that's when I rewatched it. It's like, whoa, okay. I know some people had like mixed reviews about the movie Final Destination. And honestly, I can understand why you would have mixed reviews. And I kind of really enjoy the franchise. Not enjoy it like I enjoy watching people fall off the planet. But I enjoy just watching like, how in the world, who would have thought about that? It's kind of like with the movie 911 when I first watched the first season. And it was a episode where there was a baby in the pipes, and I'm like, who in the world would have thought to let's let this girl yeetus the fetus by her father, and they're gonna flush it down the toilet and it's gonna be in the pipes. I would have never thought about that. Nope. So that's why I'm saying Final Destination, it kind of like makes you, I think it gives you like a new perspective on death, and it makes you think about stuff like this or whatever. Like, it's this side note again, there's this video game called What Remains of Edith Finch. All her family members, like, you find out how they die. Like, she was literally the only person left, and she ends up passing away from giving birth. But it's a beautiful game. I love the game. I think it's really beautiful, but it's just crazy like how these people die. So that's what kind of like Final Destination kind of reminds me of. It's just like, there's ways, like, you can, like, these are normal ways that you can die. You can die in a plane crash. You can die by slipping in the shower. You can die from like an explosion like Miss Luton. Like, everybody's death was crazy. Like, the girl got hit by a bus. She stepped out in the bus saying, meow. For me, it made me appreciate like my life. And I never really thought about if I had any close calls to death. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? Honestly, in my opinion, I thought it was well written and directed. And I think with each franchise, except for a couple of them, or one of them I really wasn't like really interested in, but I still appreciate the franchise. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for joining me. Let me know down below in the comments your thoughts about Final Destination. Is this a movie that you enjoy watching? Is it a movie that you're just like, I stay away from those type of movies? Or what do you think? Do you think that if you was in Final Destination, if that was like an actual real thing, you would be able to survive? Anyway, thank you guys again for joining me. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.